about you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. KJCR, JimmyChurchRadio.com. I'm your host, Jimmy Church, live from Burbank, California, with Hilton J. Palm in the studio right now. Charlie, the Shekinator Sheckman, the Sheckenstein, live, Burbank. Proudly brought to you by National Tax Experts, 877-909-5444, nattaxexperts.com. If you've got a tax problem, like I did, give them a call. Tell them Jimmy Church sent you. Watch what happens. Follow us on Twitter, at JChurchRadio, at Charlie, KJCR, at Hilton, KJCR, YouTube, Jimmy Church Radio, Facebook, JimmyChurchRadio.com. Shoot us an email to Jimmy@JimmyChurchRadio.com. For SyndicatedNews.net. SyndicatedNews.net, the intelligent website. The exact opposite of what's going on here. They make us look good, don't they? All right. Tonight, we have the LA Cup Part 2. Part 2. I'm getting a little tired of the Clippers coverage. Let me make my point perfectly clear. I'm impartial to all teams. I'm an NBA fan. Impartial to all, except for the Indiana Pacers. All right? Danny Granger. They're going to be good this year, by the way. I'm impartial, except when it comes to the Clippers. The Clippers in this town, they have taken a back seat for so many years. It's been so dark and so bad. It's been so good for the Lakers. I'm not sure, but if you go to Staples Center and you go check out the Clippers locker room, I'm sure that facility isn't quite as nice as what's down the hall and what the Lakers are geared up with. I'm just saying.
Laker locker room is probably a little bit bigger.
Probably a little nicer.
You know, cherry wood oak.
Yeah, real wood. Not, you know, they got the IKEA action going down at the Clippers facility. All right. I'm making light of it, but it's really true.
Right.
But the coverage right now for the Clippers on every network is out of control. I understand. I do. I understand. I don't think it's the Clippers out of the West that's the real threat. I still say it's the Thunder. That's point number one. Point number two, the Lakers do have some problems right now. And I understand why everybody is, but it's glaring. But people are looking at the wrong areas. When you look at the lineup for the Clippers, on the other hand, I don't know how they pulled it off. I really don't. We're talking about Chris Paul. That's obvious. Blake Griffin's been there for 2 years. Well, 1 year injured. Okay, he's been there for 2 years. So that isn't a shock. What's a shock to me is how they can line up Chris Paul, Mo Williams, and Eric Bledsoe at the same time at point guard when the Lakers don't have anybody. And I'm sorry, but Steve Blake just doesn't count as good as he is. And he's a cool guy. I get that. And he's got that old school New York Knickerbocker jump shot, that old school jumper. I get that. And I do like Steve Blake.
Oh, Clyde Frazier shot.
Yeah, yes. Okay. But here you have the Clippers that have scored 3 point guards. At shooting guard, Chauncey Billups and Randy Foye at the same time? Caron Butler, Blake Griffin, Ryan Gomez off the bench? They even got Brian Cook, who's actually playing good ball, and DeAndre Jordan at the same time. So, I want everybody to understand, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Things are cyclical. The Lakers were never always good. They had the Vlade Divac days, and we talked about that earlier. The Anthony Peeler days, the Sedale Threatt days, the Tyronn Lue days.
George Lynch.
Eldon Campbell.
Yeah.
Those were some bad days. But they pulled it out and they come back. The Clippers just stayed rock bottom. But eventually that cycle was going to cross where the Lakers were going to have a down year and the Clippers were going to have a banging year. And that's what's going on right now. I don't know how. The perfect storm, the stars and the moon align for the Clippers to pull all of this off at the very same time. Key to the car, seriously, is going to be Chauncey Billups.
Yep.
He stays healthy and he keeps shooting. It's going to be a long year for everybody else out there in the NBA. We are going to continue to see Clippers every single night.
So
Every single night. Clippers highlights. Now, before we get to the break, what everybody keeps talking about is what the Lakers are going to do at center, at power forward with Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum. That's not the answer. Those guys are going to be just fine. Everybody's missing the point. The Lakers don't have a point guard.
Point guard.
Derek Fisher doesn't count anymore. I love Derek Fisher. The man is a basketball genius. He doesn't have legs anymore, and you got to defend at the point. It's not about setting up the offense every time you come up the floor. There's more to that position. I'll be back right after this.